He hits like a truck.
Yeah, he does, and it really sucks. Alright, Hugs is down there battling it out like it's f***ing WWF f***ing cage match down there.
Knock my ass down here.
Welcome back, everyone, to our next build in the series of It Might Not Be Meta, but we don't really care. This is called the Flammelscheizen. This is all built around fire damage. I'm going to show you what I've got set up here. I've got the handler, because you're going to get 80% less friendly fire damage from this, which is pretty important. And I got the engineer, and I've got it on the flame turret. So you're going to be throwing some serious stuff downrange with that. And the dog will pick you up or your buddies when they go down. Alright, so I've got the Talisman of the Sun for extra fire damage and burning damage. And you get that on Yesha in the Expanding Glade, Imperial Gardens, or the Forgotten Fields. Next up, I've got the Shard Banded Ring for some extra mod damage at 12%. You get that out of the Labyrinth. We got the Cataloger's Jewel that's going to give us some 8 mod power back per second. And that's found at the Beatific Palace in Losum. And the Stone of Malevolence, that's also in Losum. You find that at the Gilded Chambers. Now, for the weapons, I have my trusty Black Maw AR. I've got Deadly Calm on there for the Mutator. And we're using Firestorm, the Tornado. And you get that from Losum, from beating the Red Prince and telling him you're not going to take his shit, you're not his subject. You know, bow to anybody. Make him fight you. And when you beat him, you'll get it. I use the SMG with Witchfire on it. This is a awesome little setup. Now you can use some of the explosive stuff like Starshot. You can use that with Big Bang, or you can use the Flamethrower Hellfire with the explosive shot. But I'm going to warn you, that's a really effective way to whip your own ass. And if you're going to use that setup with the explosive setup, swap out the Cataloger's Jewel for the ring that gives you the explosive damage. And do not have Amplify on, because you will beat your own ass real quick. So I like the Witchfire. And if I've got an enemy or a boss that's not going to be on the ground, this is really a huge boss setup, then I'll go with the Starshot to get that little mini nuke. But if you've got ground enemies, the Witchfire with the sub, it's the way to go. It's the way to go. So it's heavy, heavy, heavy fire damage over here. We call this the Flammenscheizen, which means flame shit. So you've got the... Let's turn on... yeah, here we go. Let's just start that off. And that'll just start you cooking. And then you just fire through. And this is without Archon. And you can... Once you get it going, you've got unlimited. Once it's going, it's almost as fast as you can switch. Now that's just once it's going. A lot of times, you know, you've got to get the right enemy to cooperate the right way. And there are some bosses that you can just absolutely stun lock with the Tornado, with Firestorm, because it pulls you in. And do not get caught near that. For you or your teammates, because that will suck them in and it will rip you down so fast. That's why I run Handler up here for the damage reduction on kinship. 80% reduction to friendly fire, and that's for you and anybody you deal that to, and any summons you've got out. So super, super, super effective. All right, well, that's really about it. Play with it as you will. Enjoy it. I'm going to show you some footage from us taking on Cancer on Root Earth on Nightmare difficulty. And that's one of the enemies that doesn't really want to stay in place and hang around for you and wait for you to do whatever you're going to do. She's going to keep moving and just keep trying to kick your ass. But that's okay. You know, that's okay. This build works great. It does a lot of damage. Just be patient with the enemies. The higher up in the difficulties you go, the more patience you got to have with the enemies. but this burns them down. So I will leave you there, and you can check that out. Like, subscribe, all the happy horse shit social media wants. Every Sunday night, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We stream on Twitch. We never know what game we're going to be playing. It's whatever game we're into at the time. Sort of same with the videos, really. But we'll see you there.